Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
All the way from Baghdad, Iraq, Riken Cop, a civilian police assistance training team member, sent this email. I've been using Gmail as my main email service since its conception while stationed in Iraq. Comcast is my home service provider while I am there. Gmail has been great, and it does most of what I want it to do, plus it's fast loading. My questions are, how secure is online email service? Is one better than the other? Besides being able to access your email from any computer, what other benefits are there, and what, if any, online email service do you use? It's a great question. Email to me, that's everything. Ever since my chris@lockernome.com account was created, of course I've gone on and now I have chris@pirillo.com. I have my own domain and I use my own email service provider. In fact, I'm getting ready to move up to a managed exchange environment so that Ponzi and I can share calendars, tasks, all these things, being able to access it on the phone, being able to access it on the road, on the web. I mean, this is the thing that Exchange offers us. Now, that being said, much like Riken Cop uses Gmail, many people are very happy with Gmail. Excellent spam filtering, very fast loading. Of course, it's very quick. With the keyboard shortcuts integrated in the web page experience. So there's a lot of things that Gmail did right. It does email and it does it quite well. Threading of conversations, excellent, bar none. Then of course, beyond that, there are plenty of places that offer email on the web. In fact, Yahoo finally left beta for their new webmail experience, which is much like the tri-pane Outlook or Outlook Express or even Mail on Apple's desktop, where you have on a column of your folders, and then at the top you've got your messages, and the bottom you have a preview pane. Yahoo Mail, which is also free, they have a premium service as well, has that experience in the web browser, and I happen to like that experience. I like the tri-pane experience for checking email. Some people like just the column experience that comes default in Outlook now, where you have no preview pane down below, you have the preview pane to the side. That has always annoyed me and probably will forevermore. So, which one do you want more? We've talked about Gmail versus Yahoo before, and there are plenty of others. Of course, Hotmail is certainly still around. It just depends on which one you like the most, which loads the fastest, which does what you need it to do. And at its bare minimum, Gmail offers, I think, the best experience for email. Fast loading, the ads that are there are unobtrusive. Of course, if you live inside of the Google world, you would be able to access your calendar just as easily from within Gmail. That's the one thing that does concern me about Gmail, is it's less for me because I like Outlook for much of the reason why I'm considering going to a hosted Exchange environment, because I've got my calendar there, my tasks are there, my notes are there, it integrates with this, that, and the other thing, all these other parts of my life. It just works, it's all together. And Gmail, while it does email, when I click calendar, it takes me to a completely different web page, and it just doesn't seem to be as seamless and integrated, and that, to me, is it doesn't fit the way I would do things. Oh, they're fighting now. My dogs. Can you hear Wicket and Pixie right now in the background? Can you hear them? They're fighting over. Yeah, they're fighting over Gmail versus Yahoo right now. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get them going. As far as how secure is online email services, well, it's only as secure as the service provider. Now, here's a tip: the next time you go to Gmail, if you want to go over an SSL connection or a secure connection, just use HTTPS. At the beginning of that URL, https://gmail.com, and you will be on a secure connection, which is basically encrypted data transfer between the server and the browser. Now, is that the way you'd want to go? Sure, I don't see why not. I mean, the transaction may be slower to a certain degree. It certainly will also be secure. In fact, if you use Gmail through POP3, I believe you have to turn on for SMTP, or the sending of email. You have to turn on SSL. So security is kind of inherent in the platform, at least with Gmail. How secure is it? Well, Google. Hey guys. I think the consensus is Gmail. Wicket, come here. I love you, but you're gonna lose this argument, dude. Pixie's right. I think Gmail's a little better right now. Okay. Okay, just drop it. You lost. Okay? I think, though, Google has got enough security in place that I don't know if anybody would ever be able to get into their services. How secure is that? If it's the transaction of between the time that you're writing the message and the message goes out, I would say use the HTTPS on gmail.com, and that's about as safe and secure as you can get. I use my own mail provider at this point. I may be switching vendors depending on how that balances out. I'm kind of looking for recommendations on hosted Exchange at this point in time, because I've never actually used Exchange, in this capacity before. But I'm certainly looking forward to it. It's a crapshoot, quite honestly. Why not self-host? Good question, because it's a pain in the ass. That's why. I used to manage our own email, and it was, oh, the mail server's down. Oh, this is happening. Oh, the viruses are coming in. Oh, this and oh. I was like, forget it. Give it to someone else who knows what they're doing, who that's all they do. Outsourcing. I'm a big believer in that. It has nothing to do with being lazy. It has to do with being smart enough to know that I do not want to spend my life sitting in front of a terminal watching to make sure that my server is running. Okay, that's what other people enjoy doing. So not me. I don't enjoy that. That's not what I like to do. I enjoy sharing knowledge and helping people, but not watching servers. That's the reason why you'd want to get your mail hosted somewhere else and not necessarily host it yourself. Is one better than the other? Some people like Gmail. It's good enough for them. Some people want to have a little more control. Google has their apps available for domains, so if you've got your own domain and you like Gmail, you can have the two together. So you can have your own domain name and still use Gmails and Google services like calendars, etc. I'll be interested to see what happens. Google acquired, I believe it was Jot or JotSpot. That was a service that had wikis and task lists and all these very powerful tools that were really, really nice, and I'll be very interested to see how Google decides to roll those out. I think that will be, if the world isn't sold on Google yet, that would certainly win me over, that's for sure. It comes down to who you trust. Exactly, Uncle John. Do you trust Google? Do you trust Yahoo? Do you trust your mail provider? You got to go through somebody at some point down the road. I don't know. It's a difficult question to answer. I say stick with Gmail if you like it, if it's fast loading. Use the HTTPS, take care of security. Is one better than the other? Just depends on if you like the features more in one or the other. I think the biggest tip, though, is that secure. That's pretty cool. I bet you a lot of people didn't realize they can do that secure Gmail connection. How many of you guys knew that already before I mentioned it? Maybe I'm wrong and I was the last person to figure that out. Oh, one person didn't. Okay. Whew. Oh, 2 people. I'm good. So hopefully maybe half the people out there took that as a tip. What do you guys use for email? Gmail, Yahoo? How secure do you think email is on any provider, any level? I take my chances. I've been happy enough outside of Google's universe entirely, at least to this point. It may change, but I don't know. Email is just such a personal thing. You got to find with what you like. And you're welcome, by the way, to email me, chris@pirillo.com, no matter what your email provider happens to be. I also have a Google or Gmail account. Who doesn't? They're free. Might as well. Anyway, email me or leave a comment, remark, or swing by the chat room. That's always available as well. There's nothing you don't have to give us your email for that or anything, at least at this point. I don't think we're going to do that. That'd be crazy. And the URL for that, it's, what is it again, guys? Oh, I keep forgetting. Where can we be found on the internet again? I can't remember. Oh, that's right. Live.pirillo.com. Will you later.